Hi everyone, Dave here, back with another video. I hope you all are doing very well. Some really cool, interesting news for fans of Captain Tsubasa Rise of New Champions. We have two trailers that came out a few days ago, I think. I've been super out of the loop, but I'm a pretty big fan of the game. I have a series potentially coming out soon. If you guys are interested, I'm going to do a league and play through that. Shameless plug aside, there's a lot of really cool information here, and for a game that I didn't even think was alive anymore, I thought after the character pass they were kind of done with it. I mean, they do events every once in a while, so obviously they still care a lot about the game, but I haven't really seen anybody playing it here on YouTube. Obviously these trailers are relatively new, but aside from that, I haven't really seen anything else. But I'm very excited. I really only noticed these trailers today. I just got home from work and I saw these and I was like, oh wow, that's so cool. So let's watch them together. So first off, what I feel is probably the biggest piece of news is the Harada Middle School route. This is something that Bandai has been doing very well ever since the game was releasing the new middle school routes for the new hero mode. The game launched with 3, and I think we're up to like 5 or 6, not including this. So this will be like, I don't know, 7. I don't really remember off the top of my head, but it's a great way to, experience new characters. It's a great way to bring yourself to create a new character and do the whole, 10 hours-ish. Well, now 10 hours is a little too much of an estimate, but you get what I mean. It's a long process to create a new character, and after you do all 3 routes, it's like, okay, what do I, why should I do it again? It's these extra free routes that they're giving us, and especially this one really is interesting to me because, I haven't seen any of the anime, admittedly, but I've become such a huge fan of the property through the game. And Jito and Sano, or Sano probably, have quickly become 2 characters that I find very interesting because of their friendship with one another. The way that they work together on and off the pitch, I think, is really interesting, and it'll be really cool to see a route that delves deeper into their character and kind of really, goes into their friendship and their history together. I find that very interesting. I've just been super out of the loop. This already came out on the 30th. Crazy. I feel like I just played Captain Tsubasa not too long ago, but I guess I just missed this. This trailer isn't even over. It's only halfway over. So next up, we have an announcement for something called Mission Pass, and as somebody who has really become a fan of a lot of these characters, this looks like it could be right up my alley. Bringing in new stories, kind of what-if scenarios, and the fact that they start with Misaki, Matsuyama, and Karl-Heinz Schneider are 3 characters that I think could use a lot more screen time. Especially Misaki, his friendship with Tsubasa when they were kids, and then going off to train in France, and then obviously coming back. I'm interested to hear more about him, and I'm interested to see more about him. From the cutscenes that are shown, I don't know if they'll go that deep into it. This may take place during the new hero mode, like the tournament that takes place over the course of the new hero mode. So it may be self-contained into that time frame, but it'll still be interesting to kind of see, with all these characters and with all these stories to tell, what maybe everyone was up to while your character was doing their thing. But the thing I'm a little hesitant on is some of these like win conditions, maybe. They've got here, as Misaki, use a tackle move successfully 3 times and win. As Misaki, use a block move successfully 1 time and win. It kind of seems a little arbitrary in my opinion. like, not that these are, the game can be kind of difficult, but it seems a little like, that they wanted to tell these extra stories, but they really couldn't figure out a way to kind of frame them. So they're just like, I don't know, just use attack a move as Misaki and then we'll show you a cutscene. I don't know. This is only the trailer, but I have a kind of not a bad feeling, because it wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing if that were to happen, but just kind of a feeling of like, all right, is that kind of all it's going to be about? And the only reason I'm being so hesitant is because this portion, this mission pass, I'm pretty sure is paid DLC, because it said, experience the stories of the characters you purchased. So if this is going to be a mission pack for, $5 or even maybe $10, fine. Do 3 dribble moves, show me a cutscene, I'll be content. But if this is going to be like a $24.99 or even more amount, I might be a little hesitant on that. I don't know. I'm definitely going to play it, but, we'll see what happens. And also the fact that you can get star characters by completing these is really cool, because I don't know about you guys, my teams are pretty maxed out. I tried to keep it balanced, especially because, again, shameless plug, I'm going to do a league. But I tried to keep the teams balanced enough, but you obviously get that one team that's just really good. And there's so many good players in the game that at a point, every team is going to wind up being at least viable, if not really good. So it's nice to have star characters to be able to kind of break that glass ceiling and put more in your teams, more strategy. If, you want to use star Karl-Heinz Schneider and potentially use up more points, or do you want to use regular Karl-Heinz Schneider, who's still a very good player, and use less points, but obviously he's not going to be as good as the star version. It's an interesting element to team building. I'm just super out of the loop because this came out already also on the 31st. Again, I feel like if I didn't know about this, not that I'm the pinnacle of Captain Tsubasa Rise of New Champions fans, but I feel like if I didn't know about it, there may be other people that may not know about it either. So I still feel like this video is valid. I just kind of feel like a dummy being like, hey, this thing that came out, it's crazy, but I don't know anything about it because I'm just super out of the loop. But that's still some good news. It's still some interesting news. We got, a pack containing the 3 characters, and then we got 9 more on the way. So I'm getting like major party mode vibes, which is not at all a bad thing. In fact, Tsubasa is a game that I would love to be able to sit down and play with people, but it can have a pretty decent learning curve, at least for me. Maybe I'm just really bad at video games, but it took me a while to learn the mechanics of this game, and I'm not even good at it. I'm honestly still really bad at Captain Tsubasa, but I'm much better than I was, and that took a while. So, I mean, maybe I'm just a slow learner, but if this is a game, they add in little power-ups and stuff that can potentially make the game a little more accessible to more people, and a little more kind of fast. It's already pretty fast-paced, so I don't really know how you can make it much faster, but make it maybe a little more open. I feel like that could be pretty interesting and could make for some fun gameplay moments. Of course, it's Genzo giving up a shot. Let me just go on a small rant real quick. Genzo is supposed to be this super good goalie. I don't know if anyone else has had this problem, but like I played France, right? And this happened multiple times where I played France, multiple times in the finals, whether you play America, Germany, Brazil, whatever finals you wind up doing. Which is actually one thing that I wish that the new middle school routes changed, is like potentially having different finals than just the 3 that we have, because there's so many routes, but you do half of the game, and then the other half is the same as what you've played already. So slight tangent on a tangent. I hope that maybe the Harada Route will be different. I doubt it, but that's fine. It's free. It's not a big deal. But anyway, secondary tangent aside, back to my first tangent. Why does Genzo give up every shot? I shot on France like 29 times and it didn't go in. Granted, I'm, like I said, bad at the game. That's my fault. But they shoot once. They shot one time and it went in. And there was a different game where, oh wow, they shot twice and the second time it went in. Genzo sucks. Cool. Digital field, some party game elements, some power-ups, kind of possibly some Super Mario Strikers vibes, I feel. Could be interesting. Could be a lot of fun. So yeah, that's the two trailers that I found, and Lord knows I'm super out of the loop. There could be another one that I don't know about. But if any of this news is exciting to you guys, let me know in the comments below. I hope I did a good job at explaining some things, and you know, I'm sorry I can't put my face up in the corner and react live with you guys. I just don't have the editing capability to do that. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. A lot of fun Captain Tsubasa stuff for people who are still interested in the game. If you guys are still playing Captain Tsubasa, please let me know. I want more Captain Tsubasa friends. So let me know in the comments. Let me know your squad. Let me know who you're running. Let me know some of your favorite players. I also am pretty interested to see, you know, given that the World Cup is coming up soon. It's this fall, right? I wonder if they're going to do any events for that. I feel like that could be a prime real estate for a, you know, a football or soccer game to do stuff for the World Cup. But anyway, enough rambling aside. Thank you guys so much. Feel free to check out any of the other videos on the channel, and got a lot of content coming your way. So thank you all. I'll see you all soon.